Oh, what an adventure! Get lost with Google Maps. Hey everyone, how you going? Okay, you all seen the first video where we had a look at the outer shell of the ALLPOWERS 1600, all its features and everything else like that. In this video, we're going to be testing the ALLPOWERS unit to the absolute limit. And this will be test number 1. Straight away you can see we're drawing 1,862 watts. And this is a fairly substantial electric kettle. It's a normal household one. The fan noise, well, you can't hear the fan over the electric kettle. There you go. You can plainly see the percentage and the watts. There's no inputs because we don't have a solar panel yet. That is coming. We're constantly over the 1800 watts, and now it's just gone into overload. Alright, now we've got test number 2. This is my camping electric kettle. It's a little bit smaller than the standard household kettle. They rate this at 1500 watts. That is on. We're not going to be recharging it through these tests. Okay, let's turn the kettle on. Let's turn the power on first. There we go. Now we'll turn the kettle on. You can see it's got about 1.5 litres of water in it. That's drawing 1514 watts thereabouts, up and down. You can just hear the fan now. It's a lot quieter than the other one. I'm standing just at the end of the kitchen table, behind the camera. You can see bubbles starting in the electric kettle. I mean, 1500 watts, it shouldn't take too long to boil that kettle. I really love the display on this. You'll notice I've left the plastic on top of the display. I always do that because I wait for the plastic to literally fall off, because the longer it's on there, the longer it protects the display glass or plastic or whatever it's made out of. Probably some sort of clear acrylic. That's the 1.5 litre mark this there on the kettle, by the way. Very quiet. You can hardly hear the fans. The kettle is far louder than the fans in the unit itself. It's running very cool. It's not getting hot anywhere. It's just starting to boil now. There's a big difference between a normal household kettle and that one. Just a few extra 100 watts, but it makes all the difference when it comes to boiling water. It's boiling now. This one boils quite madly before it shuts off. So there we go. All right, so with that test, we weren't quite full. I think we were at about 98% or something. Just check back at the start of the video. So with those two electric kettle tests, we're now down to 73%. We'll see what we can find to test it with a bit later on. Okie doke. Now for the next test, we've got 4 pieces, thick pieces, 6 slices of bread for lunch that we're going to turn into toasted sandwiches. And we've got the 4-slice sandwich toaster. And the unit is on and ready to go. So let's put the bread in. Let's turn one side on, and you'll note that these are on just about max. Okay, so this is a fairly power hungry toaster, as you can see clearly. I've got everything in the shot. It's drawing 1364 watts, 65 watts, up and down. And at that rate, it's still got 31 minutes left in the battery. This is not typically how you would use one of these in a power blackout. Because you wouldn't know how long the blackout was, so you would just be conserving the power. But I actually want to see what it will do. After this test, I'm going to unplug the fridge and we'll set up a time lapse and power the fridge until the unit is flat, has no more batteries power left in it, and see how long it will power the fridge for after doing all this hard work. Should be quite interesting, I think. You can see down the bottom there. Oh, let me tilt this for a minute. Both things are set on 5. The lights are on. Both sides are on, and we have a closer look over there. You can see the amount of power it's drawing. We'll just come back again. Get it all in the shot. There you go. I must say, it did overload quite well for a substantial amount of time. It is rated at 1800, and we took it just over that and kept it there to see how long it would go before it shut off. Oh, that's that side done. Now typically what we do with this toaster, because we use quite nice homemade bread that's very large, we spin it around real quick. Pop it back down for a minute. My wife is actually a really, really nice cook, baker, cake maker. Probably why I put on weight since I've been married to her all these years. There's the phone. My wife's taken it into the other room to answer. And that should be it. That should be cooked. Yes, it is. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful toast. All right. I've got this set up for time lapse. I had to just quickly plug it back into the power to show you how this works. So if you can stand over there, and when I tell you, now the fridge is on, if you can just reach forward and turn that switch off. All right, there was no interruption in that at all. And the time-lapse camera, we are now going to push record. Alright everyone, that's it. The power's off, there's no light on. And recording.